So when I think about relationships, I think about when I was married.
Right.
Divorced now, but I remember coming into the relationship understanding what my role was as a man. Her sense of her role was more fluid. She could move in and out of it when it came to the house. And a lot of her attention was on what she could achieve outside, even though those benefits didn't come back into the house. So that's what we're going to talk about today. This is OG's Uncut, Conversation on the Culture. I'm your host, Priest, and I got my cousin and co-host, T-Rex. How you feeling today, man?
All right. Good so far.
You good so far?
Can't complain, yeah.
Them roles, they got your eyes rolling, talking about these relationship roles, huh?
Nah, my eyes ain't rolling. I'm just saying.
Not rolling like that, but I see you thinking. I see you.
Yeah, my head's
I see you recalling. Okay. Yeah, man. Let's jump into this one, man, because roles, man. What did you think when I was talking about when I was married and how I came in? Do you have a similar experience?
Well, I've been married 3 times. So my first marriage, well, I had one marriage.
That's that military stuff. Military folks.
Yeah, I was married once. Then I was still married, but I had a girlfriend on the side. But you could say I was like married to her, but I was still legally married. But we were separated, and then now I'm married. So that's why I say.
So you were legally married twice.
Legally married twice.
Yeah.
The second one, you might as well say I was married, but I was still legally married to the first one. So yeah.
I got you.
Anyway, nobody's perfect.
No doubt.
But with my first marriage, I didn't know nothing about roles. I just did what I was supposed to do as a man, instinctively.
That's what I'm saying, right
instinctively.
there. Okay.
The relationship that I looked at as a marriage, I looked at it the same. But my third marriage, that's when I started looking at the role. And when I say role, it's just like stuff that it was the same thing like the first 2, but I claimed it when I got older. And when I claimed it when I got older, meaning that I knew what the opposite role was, what a woman was supposed to do. See, when I had the first 2, I was just letting them go with the flow.
Bro, hey, listen, man. Whew. So let's talk about that a little bit, though, because when you said that, that's how I feel like what I was doing. Because I felt like you said, instinctively, I knew what I was supposed to do as a man. And I assumed she instinctively knew what she was supposed to do as a woman. So it was a kind of, I didn't like communicate expectations.
Yeah, so with the first 2, it was like, I spoiled them because I didn't tell them, since I'm doing this, you need to be doing this. So when I didn't know that it was a role to be played in theirs, it automatically put them in a comfort zone to do or not do.
Yeah,
because he's going to take care of it.
This is optional.
Yeah, but my third marriage is like, oh, hell no.
You ain't playing that shit.
Nah, it's like, okay, this is my role and this is your role. But even with my wife now, to be honest, she taps in and out. So it's like men have a role. We the gatekeepers a role, playing the role. We don't be playing the role. That's our role. Women play the role. That means like it's like when a woman plays the role, it's like she got a time limit. Okay, they got numbers. They keep up with stats and data. I'm always cooking. I'm always doing this, and you're like, okay, and I'm always doing this, but I'm not keeping up.
Yeah, we don't keep records.
We don't keep records.
Because it's instinctive. That's what we're supposed to do. Yeah.
But when you in a game, you keeping up with stats and stuff. So you playing the role. That's why I say playing.
I don't know if they caught that.
Yeah, so they play the role because men don't keep up with stats.
They collecting stats because they playing the role.
They playing the role.
That's bars.
And when they get mad, they start kicking out stats.
Them bars.
I'm always doing this. I'm always doing this. They'll damn near tell you, I get in at work from here. I cook and this and this and this and this and this. They'll tell you how far they got to drive to work and come back, what time they're going. They kick all this out. But men don't do that. We just suck it up.
Men starting to do it now, though.
Yeah.
It's because of this backlash. My lived experience, your lived experience.
Yeah.
We came in knowing we supposed to do.
Yeah.
And she playing a role.
Right, yeah.
I like what we talked about this before, but I like that. And then you took it up.
Yeah.
Keeping stats.
That's playing. When you play the game, you keep up with stats. The score, how many fouls, you might foul out and all that. Yeah.
But see now, after Kevin Samuels, and I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but this is why men are keeping stats now. Men are like, hold on. I'm not, hold on. We got to create some balance here.
Yeah.
Because I'm creating all of this for you to do all of that. And ain't nobody, reciprocating. Yeah. So that's why men are laying it down like that.
And the thing is, you wouldn't have to keep up with the stats if you wasn't playing a role and doing what you organically do.
Let's get into that because we keep talking about women playing a role, keeping stats. What you trying to say, man? What you really trying to say?
They need to do what they genetically are made to do.
It sounds like
nurturing.
You suggesting somebody ain't committed to
their role. Yes.
So you saying you feel like the woman is in there and she not taking ownership.
No.
Of her role. I felt that. I lived that.
And women that tell us when we do decide to play the role, they say that's what you supposed to do.
Right.
So
this
why
is supposed
can't
to be your nature?
Yeah. So why can't we say this is what you supposed to do? Hey. It might be not something that you don't want to do, but that's your role. Men don't want to have to pay the bills, but that's our role. Men don't always want to go to work, but we go because that's our role. When we sick, that's our role.
Why you think women playing a role? And I'm gonna have to say for the audience, I'm in agreement with that because of my experience. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was married before. I've been married twice. I'm not married now. But I done learned and I done seen the woman feel like she got that freedom to slip in and out of that role and not really settle into it. Why do you think that the role of wife has become a game for women?
I even say a little bit of entitlement, how society done molded them to be. I guess
on this too.
I guess, and then women look at femininity like it's a weakness, but it's actually a strength. So I think when they trick the men to thinking that femininity is weak, but no, femininity is strong. So a lot of sense we thinking it's almost like when a man say, let me get that for you. I don't want you to break your nails. That's the type of weakness that I'm talking about. Oh, you don't supposed to be carrying that because that's too heavy, which is no problem. But women got spoiled to that point that what they say, you give an inch, they take a mile. So when they don't feel like doing something, they just don't do it. And you supposed to have the empathy and sympathy of it just because she's a woman. I don't have no problem with that, but it's certain things that's etched in your DNA, what you supposed to do, what you need to be doing. I don't have no grace for that. And once you start giving them grace for that, it's gonna get more and more and more to where now you have to come at them with the base and authority, and they not liking that.
Well, we got to talk about that. But I got to take on this while they playing the role. I was listening to you talk, and I feel like you said they've been molded. That I'm a stick right there. That's where my take is at. And I say feminism. Feminism has really pried women away from what they're naturally suited to do in a relationship, in a marriage. And I feel like because feminism gave, I'm gonna call it a toxic version of empowerment for women, making them feel like they had to choose between one or the other, career or family. So you got a lot of women shitting on family, domestic duties, and that role, a vital role that she plays in the house in order to run outside, go grab some money, which that's all good. But the reason I say it lightly, like go grab some money, because most of them don't want to contribute to the house with that money like that. So it's like, what benefit are you really bringing? You kind of putting more stress on the man's back who carrying the weight, because you creating the absence in the household for what you should be bringing, but he's still carrying all of that. So I think it's like you said, they've been molded. And I think feminism in a warped sense of empowerment, not for all women, but I feel like what's the popular dialogue out there is what's kind of throwing women off.
Right.
You mentioned like what they should naturally, what you feel like women are naturally suited to do. Let's talk about that a little bit. Where you coming from with that?
Like nurturers. Like when a baby is born, a woman makes sure the baby is clean, make sure it's got clean clothes, make sure they got a fresh diaper on when it pee on itself. When it cries, it's hungry. That's
only the woman's job. Man can't do that.
A man can do that, but not naturally. If he's told, if a man can do it, if he has to do it, just like a woman can do, a man can do if she has to do it.
But what's your take on that though? Because the way you saying it, like if he has to do it, so are you a hands off diaper dad? Like you know?
Nah, I go with the flow. Like okay, she busy. The baby need a Pampers change. I'll change it. And do I have to do it? No. Hey, babe, the baby pamper need to be changed.
Okay, so you make that a clear role that she's a lead when it comes to managing the.
Yes, like we got a girl, I got a daughter and a son. When it comes to my daughter, hey, you need to get her. No, I get her. I say, no, you need to get her now because I don't want to have to spank her. You spank her. You dig? I'm not going to do nothing. I wipe my daughter and change her pamper, but I just don't want to do it because that's not my role. Now, if my daughter needs me to change her pamper because her mom ain't home.
The gender don't matter. Same applies to your son?
Yeah, same thing applies to my son. The gender don't matter, but it's just with my daughter, I don't want to have to change her and stuff because I don't want to touch my daughter, you know what I'm saying, when the mother is there.
Is this another place where women are keeping score? You know, like if a man... Nelly got dragged through the mud because Nelly and Ashanti got a little show they had maybe a year ago, some months ago, and Nelly said something about he don't change diapers, and women went crazy on that.
Right.
So it sounds like that's kind of your mindset, like you do it by exception.
Yeah.
But that's like her.
If the mother's home and she's in the vicinity, I'm like, hey, you gonna get that? Like how you gonna let the lawn? You gonna let the baby sit? My natural instinct is not to change the pamper. No.
You know what I mean?
I'm just being honest. It's not that I don't want to do it, but that's your role. Like my thing is, I put it like this. This is my role when it comes to my children. Oh, the pamper's getting low. I gotta go get some more. Oh, the baby's running out of lotion.
I'm with you on that.
Oh, the baby's sick. Oh, let's go to the doctor. What medicine need? I do that part.
I do that too.
Yeah. But as far as
you forcing me to digest that in real time though, because I never drew that line.
Yeah.
I think the woman is more built to nurture and should deal with the baby more. Yeah. But I never in my mind drew a line like diapers is your thing. I just never did that, but I'm listening to it. I'm processing it now.
Like me as a protector, I tell my wife, like when the doctors was saying like the baby needed to take this vitamin D as soon as my daughter was born, and me being a protector, I was like, why does she need that? She's just born. So we gave it to her, but she kept crying through the night, and I said something not right. So me being a protector, I thought about it. I said, you know what? Don't give her that vitamin D.
Right.
And let's see what happens. She slept through the night. I'm doing my role. You dig what I'm saying? When my kids are playing, hey, bring them over here because she climbed up there or this happened. She might hurt herself.
No doubt.
That's my role. Women don't normally have that natural instinct.
Yeah, they don't have that.
But your natural instinct when the baby's hungry
and
when the baby pamper need to be changed, that's your role.
It's a nurturing.
Yeah.
And I would
because I don't want to get burnt out because I'm at a point now I notice when I start to feel my relationship or I'm starting to feel some way towards my significant other or past relationship or even my wife now, it's because I'm burning out. I'm doing something that I don't supposed to be doing.
And that's a lot of men experience burnout. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, when I was married and I stepped into my role and I feel like she kind of treated hers as fluid, I felt that burnout creep. And that a lot of men went through that for a minute, but now men are speaking up on it. Yeah. But you mentioned something about like the father's protective instinct, like you saw that she was sleeping through the night with a vitamin C. You said cut that protective. I just want to add, for us that never turns off.
No,
that's on 24/7. It don't matter if we sleep, wake up. That instinct is always.
We're very observant of our children.
Yeah,
women don't think we are.
We're very
observant. I can tell when they about to get sick They not playing. Their energy level. Now, most times men catch on to that. Women don't care. I didn't recognize that.
He quiet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not
What's
normal.
That cut or bruise on her leg? I didn't see that when I left out the house.
We notice breaks in behavior patterns, and we kind of got a quick indication of what that might be. You must not feel that good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You eating that slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you usually be real hungry by now. What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Now, that's dealing with a baby. That same instinct that the woman has for that child.
Yeah. You going to the men?
Oh, yeah.
Don't go there yet?
Yeah, okay.
I know where you going. We're going to take it there.
Okay.
But I want to say that just a little bit longer. So, the diaper thing, that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Damn, you making me process that, because in principle I agree with you, because I feel like the infant is primarily the woman's. It's our responsibility, but the woman got the primary role with the infant, and it just makes sense because the infant is very fragile and tender and extremely dependent on what the mother naturally offers, that milk. Mm-hmm. The body contact and all of that. I know when my sons were born, I wanted time with my babies. You know what I'm saying? I was holding my son. I wanted that time. But I understood that mom had something I can't do. With the diaper thing, I guess I'm just like, I was happy to be a father. So for me, if the baby needed the diaper change, it was an opportunity for me. Yeah. That's how I saw it. But at the same time, I'm going to land my plane here. Mm-hmm. At the same time, when duty calls, and I know that I can't deviate or break my focus, my instinct is going to be, all right, baby, you got that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Let me add to that to bring that all the way home. Like, you know, if you go through a divorce, if a woman have a child, who naturally gets the child?
Yeah, we know
the
that.
Woman.
Yeah.
Do the men argue too much? Not really. Mm-hmm. You think I'm saying? Especially if the child is an infant. Most of the time, the men will be like, you know what, it needs to be with the mother because it needs to nurture. But as that child get older, boy or girl, we want them more around us. Sure. It's not that we stay in that mode like hands off with the child, but at this moment, they start
to grow into your lane.
Yeah, coming into my arena. So that's why I say, we don't really. So that's where I'm justifying
I'm with that. To round out this segment, I was thinking about, you know, we talked about things that are common sense, and I think when everybody sit down, you know what we're saying. Yeah. But this what we're saying is what women are kind of cutting short, because they're not anchored in like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. In the same way a man is anchored to it. It's almost like we're married to our role. It's one with us. Right. We don't feel like women are married to their role necessarily. They it's optional for them. Mm-hmm. Now you were transitioning.
Oh, I was transitioning. That same mindset that woman has for that child
to nurture,
she have to have the same mindset and observation or whatever when it comes to a man.
So she got to know how to nurture the child and the man.
Yes.
Now it's a lot, and
when we say nurture a man, that don't mean a man is weak.
And I know what it means that we about to chop it up. Yeah. But some women gonna look at this and think that you a grown ass man. What I need to nurture you for? Yada yada yada. Respond to that real quick.
Okay. They saying you're a grown ass man, meaning you should be able to take care of yourself. But the thing is, if I could
relieves them of
But if I'm able to take care of myself, what do I need you for? Why do I need to be in a relationship with you? I should be able to hit it in peace, Chuck Deuce. See you next time when I call you. If that's the mindset you're gonna go into a relationship, you might as well not be in a relationship. You might as well just say, hey, let's have fun, hit it, and you go your way, I go my way.
Facts.
But don't go into a relationship if you got that mindset, you a grown ass man. If you don't want to do that, what else do I need you for? Let's keep it real.
The sad truth, man, is like we've seen it too much. You got hands, you can fix a sandwich. You can fix that sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like that attitude has been pushed, but I like that rebuttal. Like if I can do all these things for myself, what you here for? Especially when I'm sponsoring you. Yeah. Like you living off of what I'm making. So
women have that mindset when they come into a relationship. Yeah. How many women go into a relationship and man ain't got no job, no car, nothing?
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Ooh, so that's the same mindset women come into, but they forget they have to have a mindset with a guy. Yeah, we got hands to make our own sandwich, but why when you got the hands to make it for me? I was making this shit. I was doing, but see, women not understanding. When a man is looking for a woman, he wants to relinquish. He wants to relinquish cooking for himself. That's why a man goes, well, okay, yeah, let's get one out the way. So y'all say, yes, we do want the ass, the dick licks and all that. Yeah. But the other thing, women forget, we want a woman to cook for us.
Yeah.
We want a woman to make that sandwich, even though I can make it. Y'all forget, men are not just going for ass, especially if we coming into a relationship and how the conversation is going. Women are knowing that men are looking for something deeper. So if you know this man is coming this way, and you know in your mind that you not really about that life, and you want to play the role, you getting what's coming to you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what I don't.
I'm just keeping it real.
I don't want to feel like I'm taking on a burden. I don't want to feel like my relationship with the woman is me carrying something else. Because as a man, I'm already used to carrying shit. Like as a man, it's certain shit that I never put down. So I don't want my relationship to feel like I done put something else in my pack.
Yes.
I want my relationship to feel like I done took some stuff out of my pack.
Relinquishing some responsibilities.
I want my woman to make me feel like my load is lighter. I want my woman to make me feel like I got more capacity. I got more time to focus on the future, on what I'm building and where we going.
Especially if you the main breadwinner.
Yes.
That's no more than right. If you making money, it's just common sense. If you making money, I don't give a fuck, man or woman, and you sitting around like, dude, why am I still washing and folding clothes? I make enough money. I can pay for a housekeeper. I can pay for dry cleaning. I mean, come on now. So that's the same mindset, man. Why am I cooking for myself? I got a good job. I got this. I need a wife. And I'm just keeping it real. I need a wife to do this shit.
Yeah, facts. I feel like that. Look, I say I'm not married, and I would love those things in a wife because it's certain things I know I need to be doing as a man. I need to eat better. I get to the gym decently, but I can really step up what I'm doing in the gym with a great diet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and just keeping things like the household managed.
Yeah,
man, if I didn't have to think about those things, the energy that I could put into ideas and business and that shit, and this is what it means for a woman to multiply a man. Yeah, in my mind,
right?
She multiplying you, she giving you more capacity. But let's jump to this because you mentioned that the man is gonna have to, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
are we here? To where now men got to step up and lead. You got to be vocal leaders, and you got to vocalize your role expectations. Yeah, with your woman.
Yeah, we got a responsibility. A lot of guys out here done
fucked up the game.
And I fucked up the game not knowing I was fucking up the game. Like I said with my first two relationships.
Hey, same.
So I'm not excluding myself from me fucking up the game. So
yeah,
hey. But now I think we need to be more vocal. We need to slide it into conversations jokingly or while we on the first date. You know what I'm saying? I think that we got to start jokingly because you can't say it hard like, yeah, girl, damn, you looking good, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, even though you looking good, you know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, my
shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong to ask them like, damn, I know you like to go out and eat, but do you cook sometime? Yeah, well, what do you normally cook? And then let her know, oh yeah, I like that. That'll be a cold dish. Or tell her what your favorite dish is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring it in there. We need to stop. We give them the looks. We hitting their, what you call it, their aesthetics. But we gotta start going deep with the conversation. So women can be like, oh, nah, this nigga think he wants a maid. That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. It helps you screen.
Yeah.
And I think men need to be more. Well, men are being more vocal about what they want and not being ashamed because that's a big part. I remember when I was married. I remember feeling a little shame, and I come from the South. You know what I'm saying? Let me add this on. I'm from South Carolina. And my parents divorced when I was young, so I didn't get to see that everyday thing. My dad got remarried, and I kind of saw it on that side, but he's like from a different culture. But I saw my mom always cooking. She would get up early. She did a lot. She would go to work and all of that stuff. But when I got out of the house, I was partially under the influence of how society was saying relationships should look. You had all the movies out there. You had all the way they would model relationships and videos and stuff like that. And I was partially influenced by that. I knew what I needed to do as a man, but when it came to that woman, it was already a social taboo for you to be like, girl, you need to be in that kitchen. Or, you know, people jokingly and saying stuff like barefoot and pregnant, like, or suggesting that a woman's rightful place had anything to do with domestic responsibilities. We were really shamed out of that. So we were much more, and I'm not saying all dudes, I'm speaking for myself. So I was much more, compromising earlier when I was young. Compromising. But eventually my mind started catching up. I'm like, hold on, this feel out of balance. I'm feeling burnt out. Hold on, what? You doing this, but you ain't doing that. Hold on, you start logically rearranging things naturally as a man. Because this right here, the way this set up ain't working. And for me, that shit ended my relationship. When I started saying, hold on, this I'm not really getting what I need out of this. But I'm seeing I'm giving you everything that you need, and you ain't even really doing everything you can with that. Because I was with a woman who had a modern mindset. Right. She didn't feel like I needed to anchor myself or take, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. I can go in and out. So yeah, that don't work.
Oh, they only realize it when they get out, and they don't realize it until they break up or get out the relationship, and they got to spend their money where they used to didn't have to spend their money. And that's another thing, you know, like women, when they with you and you paying all the bills and they working, we never ask ourselves like, damn, I wonder how much money she got.
Not at all.
She not paying no bill.
Not at all.
I will be honest, and most men can testify that.
Not at all.
We have never, my first marriage, the one that I say is a marriage, and even not my wife now, because we got this thing like, even though she worked or something, she'd be like, I'll pay this bill, that bill, and she keeps up with, I make her pay the bills. I make the money. She pays all the bills, and then I have her come back and report and tell me everything she paid. But the first two, don't worry about it. Keep your money. Do what you want to do. We never, the furthest we go is we say keep your money. But we never tally up like, damn, she working and she work. We never crunch numbers, but let you have a woman. She ain't even your woman yet. You can just tell her your occupation and your job. She already, okay, they roughly lawyers make blah, blah, blah. And they already calculating. They probably know how much and what state it is, how much taxes coming out of it, how many hours you work.
Y'all are pushing numbers. He done called y'all scorekeepers.
Yeah.
And then accountants. Okay.
Shit. They act like they don't know numbers when they're in school. But when they get in a relationship, all of a sudden these motherfuckers know how to do numbers like a motherfucker.
Know them numbers, dog.
Yeah. But we never ask them, let you ask your woman like, man, let me see what's in your bank account.
Yeah.
Boy, you better watch out.
It's hell to pay.
Why are you asking how much I'm making? What, you want me to start paying bills? No, I just want to know.
Ooh, ladies, that's...
How many women, if we had a poll right now and had women to be honest and you ask them what's in your man account, they'll spit that shit out quicker than the motherfucker. And then ask men, man, I don't even know. Damn, baby, do you have a savings account? Yeah. Damn, how long you had it? Shit, ever since I've been with you. Shit, how much money you got?
Yeah, I know people who done been tucking that, and a lot of women mamas teach them that.
And why are they tucking it?
Keep yourself something away. And it's. I think that's something you can do in a relationship. Like y'all can have an account. I'm not saying. When I was with my first marriage, we realized that we needed separate accounts. We needed to join it separate. Yeah. Because you know some shit you want to do that's your business, right? Yep. But not to get all into that, you're right, man. We don't be asking what's in your account, but we see you going to work every day, and we know when you paying little to no bills. Yeah, we not tripping. Yeah. So, and my take is, men got the stuff. You can't be ashamed to say what you want and what you want out.
That's where I was getting to. We're not asking you what you spending your money on. Damn, for you ain't paying no bill. We seeing all the purses hit. We seeing the shoes. We seeing you getting your hair done. Okay, we happy that you're doing it because you're looking good, hopefully for us.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Hopefully for us. Because you going to work, so you might got a second husband at work, but we don't know.
That work husband.
Yeah, you got that work husband. You buying all this perfume. And if you really think about it, half of the shit that she buying, you not getting to get the full effect. Because most of that shit she's wearing to work.
At work.
So 80% of it is for everybody else to see. You might see it 20% on your day off if she's not working on your day off.
I got you.
You dig what I'm saying? So by right, we should be like, nah, you gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. It's more than fair.
Yeah, I think men just have to find their balls, because a lot of us have been molded into being over compromising. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you got to. It's okay to, and I ain't even gonna say put your foot down. It ain't even got to be like that.
Nah.
Just know what you bringing and know what you require in return, and that's it. And just vocalize that, because my thing is, all you need to do is state what you want from a person. That's gonna screen them out. If you're talking about some long-term stuff, you say, I want my wife is the main cook in the house. I can step in there sometimes, but she responsible for that. When it comes to the infant, she got that. Say that as a man. Some women gonna be like, oh no, he didn't. Okay,
oh yes, I did.
But my thing is, all right then. You know what I'm saying? Because we not convincing. They say amateurs convince.
And it's so selfish for women
but they say amateurs convince, professionals sort. So we're not trying to convince you to do something that you don't like. We just gonna sort you out.
Nah.
You ain't a good fit.
And just stacking the bread. And this is the thing. Women have a problem with us saying we want a prenup before we go in.
Ooh, you went there.
We want a prenup. It ain't no different from you making money and us not asking. We allowing you to make money. We can say, nah, you pay this bill, I pay this bill. And and men are more considerate. I used to when me and my wife, she should decide I wanted to pay bills. I was even nice with that. You pay the smallest bills, I've had the biggest bills.
Yeah, I don't.
You dig what I'm saying? But the thing is, why do women have to hide their money when they got the system backing them? When they go through a divorce with us, if you're married, they get child support, alimony, the kids, the house. Why you gotta hide your money? I
put my first one on blast. I remember because I put a whole...
The system even backing you up.
Yeah, the system, that's another thing. I'm gonna put my first one on blast. No names though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it light. But I put a whole... When we got married, long time ago, and we had like little bills. We both had a car, a couple of things. Right. But she wasn't working at first. Then she started working. What I did is I put a debt cancellation plan together, right? I had a system to where you pay off one when you pay it off, instead of spending that money, you take that and roll it on to the next.
Right.
Pay that one off faster, roll it on to the next. I set that up and I mapped it out over, it was like 2 or 3 years. And I said, all right, the small one at the top, that's yours. You know what I'm saying? It was a small, I ain't gonna say the amount, small bill. And I said, I'm paying it, but to accelerate this program, what I want you to do is you also pay. So we gonna double that, cut it in half, and then roll that down to the next one. Do you know that after I trusted she was doing it, right? Because I was like doing like you, have her pay, come back, we discuss what's going on. After a few arguments and stuff like that.
Yep, the law was into arguments.
The money come up and I say, what's going on? I'm looking at the bill and it's just the regular amount. We supposed to be doubling on that. Well, I ain't doing that because I'm like, because the smallest bill was mine.
Yeah.
The next bill was a little larger. That's hers.
Uh-oh.
So she was like, no, because you just trying to get me to pay. I said, it's a whole plan. Yeah. What you talking about?
I'm contributing to it.
So it's some shiesty stuff with the money. It's like it's a lot of selfishness there.
And guess what? Yeah. We'll let that pass because it's money and it's our role, our responsibility to take care of it anyway. But guess what your role and what you need to do? Have your ass in that kitchen.
You did.
Not asking me what I want to eat. You should already know. Yeah.
That shit should be planned.
Clothes. I should not be looking like, damn, I ain't got no socks, no t-shirts.
It ain't that hard.
No.
I'm going to say this.
If we going to let you slide fucking around with the money, then you can't slide over here because this is what you supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna say this, dog. That shit. I've heard ladies complain, and we got to get on men ass men. Y'all got to lead and step up and let your ladies know where you're going and what you need from her. You got to be vocal. But ladies, I've heard folks complain. Oh, it's hard. This shit ain't hard. When I done took off, when I done made working optional for you, you ain't got the stress of having to deal with. You can go to work. Not like the lady, you know what, I'm thinking about quitting, and it don't affect you. We taking that stress off of you. And then when you are working, you're making money, you pocketing that. So anything you got to come back in the house and do, that's easy work.
Yeah.
My expectation is she should be going grocery shopping. You should have that. That should be systematic. Every 2 weeks or whatever, this day, I go. I update the list. I get everything. I know what I'm cooking, and I take charge of that. That is not hard. Yep. And you are nurturing your whole family. You are increasing your man's bandwidth. He can go get it.
Yeah.
He can do more.
They're not even paying for the damn groceries.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh, you going grocery? Men already know. All you gotta do is fucking go get it. You're not even paying for the groceries, dog. And then when you do go to the grocery store and you buy everything you're supposed to buy, now you don't want to fucking cook it. God damn. Nigga, come on, man. See, these women, hey.
Hold on, I'm pouring the wrong shit. Damn. I'm pouring the wrong shit.
Shit. Let alone the car you driving in. You're not even paying the car note and insurance on the car that you driving. Come on, man. Some gotta get it. And men need to be more demanding.
And the ladies gonna keep doing this as long as men allow it.
Yeah,
that's why, man, you got to have some balls. You don't have to be an asshole, but you got to have some conviction, and you got to have a spine.
Yeah.
Your spine is your principles. Yeah. Your spine is the way you look at, you construct reality. We're builders. So men, the way you construct reality, your principles, that's your spine.
Yeah.
Standing 10 toes down, that's your spine. This is what I stand on. This is what I do in my house. This is what my job is. This is what I need from my woman. And understand why you need that from your woman. Because of how it improves the house. When you can understand that as a leader, I think women are more likely to get behind you because they don't feel like they're slaving and I'm just serving the man. It's like, baby, it's a cycle. When you do this, you open up my capacity, I go out, get more, and I bring more back. Point blank, period. We all eating. But I think men got to step up and own that role.
And people are naturally forgetful, so you got to keep reminding your woman in so many ways. I have been around my wife that if I'm quiet for a while, she like, oh, that's right, you need to eat. I forgot. Boom. Okay. I gotta look for every
you got looks.
I gotta look. No,
boy, give me some of them.
Oh, when I'm hungry and I'm watching TV, I'm looking at the TV, but I'm spaced out. And when she walked past, what's wrong? Oh shit! You ready to eat?
I'm stealing that right there. I'm stealing that.
I got facial expressions. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, T-Rex put y'all
when a bill ain't paid, I'm like,
T-Rex put y'all on game.
What's wrong? Oh yeah. Oh, let me.
Hey, that's what's up though.
I forgot to tell you the bills. I got certain ways to remind her.
But the thing is, you showing your discontent.
Yes.
Because see, ladies, they show.
I got different discontents that she know what each discontent is. I already know what you're thinking about. I see you tapping your foot. The bills. Okay, yeah. Now I'm smiling now.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, see, you gotta let that one breathe. That's game right there for y'all fellas. You ain't got to be doing all that talking. You
body language and facial expression.
Because you do it with your kids, and it's not to compare women like to kids, but I'm saying you practice that with your kids. It's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know that.
Yeah.
I got looks that I give, so I like that. Bring the looks into a relationship.
Oh, and if the food, it takes too long for the food to cook, I purposely wait for her to go on her break, and she'll make the kids food or something, and I don't get mine. I just get up and put my shoes on and get ready to leave out. Oh, let me get your plate first. Nah, don't worry about the food. I go and come back and eat something, and don't have it, but just for me, and I just eat.
Hold on, you do that when she don't
When she make the kids food and everything, and I haven't ate yet, I'll just get up. I'll spend money just to prove. I don't need you to make me food. I go somewhere and sit down at the restaurant and eat. And when I come back and with the to-go, you think I got you something? They ask, do you got something for me? For what?
Yeah. You forgot about me, I forgot about you.
So, hey, guess what happened? The next day, she at that grocery store.
Hey, dog. I'm with you though. I think that with the faces, I think I do that naturally though. I think because if I feel some way, I feel some way. I don't even have to catalog the look. What I need to do and what a lot of y'all need to do is stop hiding it.
Yeah.
Stop feeling like it's taking the high ground by concealing your dissatisfaction. Because when you conceal your dissatisfaction about what's going on, you lying to your partner. Yep. You're not really letting them know who you are and what you like. You're not giving them an opportunity to really learn your likes and dislikes, so they can make a decision to be accommodating.
Yep.
So I'm definitely.
And if she sometimes women get this thing where they start forgetting a lot. I don't have no conversation. Anything she want to talk about, she be like, I know you heard me. Oh yeah, I heard you, so you ain't gonna give me no answer? Not right now. When I start doing that, she start remembering stuff that she's supposed to do. Now when she comes and have a conversation with me, let's talk about that.
I'm assholeish like that too.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
But it ain't even asshole, but people will see it as assholeish, but I'm like that too. Because if I see you doing not doing something that you should,
and you get out of hand with it,
and then you coming over and bringing expectations toward me when you ain't fulfilling, but you gonna
Did you just hear what I said?
You gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah. And the thing is, that don't have to be mean spirited though. People just gotta understand. It's just another way of communicating.
They do it to us
because it's not like exactly. They do it to us. It's just we just sending you a message that you probably wouldn't get if we was verbal with it. Mm-hmm. So we showing you how we feel in the expression, and you should be able to pick that up because women, y'all got crazy observational powers.
Yes,
y'all
want to have them.
When you want to have them, they selective. But we just got, that's a part of leadership. We just got to make you flip that switch and bring those observation powers to us.
When you messing up and you got to get back in line.
That's a part of leadership though. Men know what to do. We ain't got to use words to bring you back in line. Yeah. Well, and I said in line. Yeah, because we in line. We doing what we supposed to do. And this can't work unless we all in line.
Yep. Try it, fellas. You'll be surprised. Facial expressions and gestures says a lot.
A whole lot. That's what's up, man. Give me your final thoughts on this. I feel like it's still more on the table, but
it's always more on the table when it comes to these relationships. I just mean you what you have reiterated, and I'll reiterate it again. Fellas, stop being ashamed to say what you want, how you feel, and start it. Don't wait until you get in a relationship. Put that shit right in the front when you first meet a woman. If it's on the phone or whatever, and women love to say this, and they gonna stop saying this, fellas. Well, what do you like in a woman? Start with the shit that we talking about first, and then compliment her on her exterior, her aesthetics last.
So piggybacking my final thoughts off of yours, you said men be vocal. Don't be ashamed as far as communicating what you really want from the woman. I would say this: the benefit of doing that is you sorting them out. You deal with less riffraff, less bullshit when you upfront about what you want and you let a woman know. And you got to be at peace with what you want. You can't be inside feeling like guilty and like it's wrong. You got to clear that up inside to know that you deserve this. This is what you're supposed to be getting as a man. This is how the shit is supposed to work. This is universal order. Make that a part of your spine and stand on that when you talking to your woman. And she'll respond. And when you dealing with the woman, she gonna either respond to let you know she with it or she ain't with it. Either way, you got a clear decision. You can sort or you can settle down. It's your choice.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe. OG's Uncut, Conversation with the Culture. Until next time, we out.
Peace.
Peace.